Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, Trevor, thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to talk a bit about what we are doing in Oman and what we are doing in collaboration with all our partners and colleagues in the Middle East. We'll talk a little bit about sustainable tanker shipping, about what we are doing, what we see is happening in the industry, and how we try to approach the challenges of sustainability going forward. Challenges we see coming to us is obviously that the ships are what they are. They're built as they are. The progress of changing the structure of ships is going relatively slowly, given that ships are having a long lifetime. So we look into the alternative fuels, their availabilities, the cost of focus, as some of my distinguished colleagues already talked about. It's still a very gray area. We're not sure how and when and under what structure it's going to come, and especially not what it's going to cost. However, following it is obviously essential to meet the future requirements of decarbonization. The key elements we try to follow to do a strategic or to have a successful strategy is that we keep, well, it's very simple. We keep on trying. We keep on getting inputs in. We keep on being presented with various technologies, various ideas, whether that is from very well distinguished establishments or whether it is from small new SMEs. We're trying to take it all in. We're trying to understand it. We are trying to analyze it. We are testing it in various environments. With it, we are trying to define what objectives should we get out of it. And once we believe that we have a case that is either resting on a future reduction or an immediate reduction, it's of course different. We implement it. But with the implementation, there's obvious a lot of testing and reviewing to take into consideration. We test it, we review it, we go back, we adjust it, we move forward. And the issue is that obviously a big part of the things that we are doing is failing. But with the failure, obviously comes more intelligence, and we will know more when we proceed on the next experiment. We find that the best information we get is through the dialogues. Through dialogues with our colleagues in the Middle East, where we meet in informal forums, exchange ideas, learn from each other's experiences. It is obviously by meeting various technology providers, and even more important, by sitting and discussing with our customers and our suppliers to understand how they see the world, what they expect, how they want to go about things, and at many times we are co-investing in developing proposals that then hopefully leads, and many times does lead us to the desired outcome. The journey we have gone on is from very simple reductions of speed and the usual known things. We went through the ballast water treatment systems, tried to look at how we could get them most energy efficient, exhaust gas cleaning systems, propeller boss caps, and so on and so on. You all know the technologies, and we keep on trying. Recently, in the last few days here, we are running a test on one of our VLOCs with rotor sails. It's looking very promising. It's of course still early time, but it's part of a long range of initiatives that we take going forward. The main successes we have had has definitely been the scrubber installations. It's been overall very good for us in the sense of also reducing the emissions that we are sending out, including NOx and SOx. Hull coating applications have been very good. We have had some very strong results. The EPL installations have been very good. But also the sum of small things. The lessons we have learned is that any project, you have to spend the time to go through it carefully, evaluate it, discuss it, learn from what others have seen, try to apply ideas of others, present it to your peers and your colleagues around, review it, go back, and then the ones that are executing the project, they also need to be the ones who are benefiting from its success. It's very, very important we can see that the ownership is there, that the drive is there, because it's so many small elements that needs to come into it before it turns into a success, that you need to have a key driver. And then accept that failure is the greatest gift. There are things that will go wrong, annoyingly, nobody likes it, but nevertheless, every time it happens, we go back, look at why did it go wrong, and use that knowledge to move on to the next project. I think the future is there. I think it is very much as described by many here today and yesterday. The biggest impact on ships is, of course, the water resistance. It's very simple. What can we do to reduce the water resistance? What can we do to optimize the engines? That is really what we have to work with now, because the alternative energies are not yet ready, or the carbon capture, or whatever technology that would be the prevalent. But this is what we work on now. This is giving us the knowledge of how to move on further. It's giving us the knowledge of how to overall reduce our energy footprint, or carbon footprint, if you want. And eventually, new types of energy will be there, or carbon capture will be there, or nuclear, or whatever might come up. It will be there, and we will be ready to move up. But it is a voyage, and I think we are still sailing in uncharted waters to a large degree. However, moving forward will be there, because everybody is seeking for the same goal. Thank you very much. Thank you for giving me the time.